Welcome to part 2 of this Crown and Skull character creation of this strange gang of people. This time it's the cat assassin's turn. The henchman of the Liza Minnelli queen wizard thing. And her lion, of course. So, the cat person. I've created it using the Crown and Skull rules. This time I've done it already. Here's a picture. And I've called him Cat Assassin. That's just his title. He's called Catspur of the Catfolk. I thought it was a good name. Maybe it is. He has some flaws. Of course, a phobia towards water. He's very afraid of water, and he's pursued by some kind of nemesis somewhere. I think that's realistic because he's an assassin. He must have some enemies in the world. He also has the core ability Go Unnoticed. He blends into shadows like a cat, and he's targeted last when his party is attacked by enemies. Then I bought some equipment, climbing gear and a rope, very useful, a dagger, and the dagger deals 2d4 damage because I upgraded it. This is according to the rules about equipment upgrade. On page 36 we have the custom equipment. So you can buy gear effects for 3 points per effect. There's a list. I noticed it doesn't have a list for armor, and I could have used that. Of course, you can always invent stuff, invent cool things. But this is mainly, I think, or maybe only for weapons actually. Then there's also a list of gear limitations where you gain 3 points for each one you choose. And that might be for both weapons and armor, I think. And here's a guide for upgrading gear in game. Okay, so I upgraded this normal standard dagger and made it the Assassin's Blade. So now it's deadly, it gets 1 more damage die, so instead of 1d4 it has 2d4. Then it also has bleed, which deals d4 damage per round after it's hit. When it hits an enemy in 1 round, then the next rounds it deals d4 damage every round. Until, I guess, the enemy has taken care of the wound somehow. But then it's also stolen, and that gave me 3 points. So it's like a trade-off. 3 points for the deadly, 3 points for the bleed, and then 3 points back for the stolen. So people are out to get not just the assassin, but also his very deadly dagger. He's probably stolen it from his nemesis, maybe. Or maybe his nemesis is the leader of some kind of assassin gang he's parted with, or made enemies with in the past, and he kept the Assassin's Blade, although that's not okay in the eyes of the Assassin's Guild or whatever. Then he's also got a short bow, because the short bow, it fits the character of course, but also short bow, it deals d6 and it can be concealed, which is very good for an assassin. He can conceal it under his cloak. Use point blank. He doesn't need to be at ranged distance. And then he's also got a cloak. It gives him +1 defense, so he's now 7 in defense. And +3 to stealth. And I actually forgot to calculate that. Okay. Then he's also got some skills. I chose them from the list. but without giving them points yet. I just took the ones that were logical. Brawling because he can fight without weapons. Breakfall because he's a cat, so he doesn't take as much damage when he falls. He's a climber because he's a cat. He can evade because he's a cat. He can jump because he's a cat. He's basically very athletic because he's a cat. So I took all the athletic skills. Then he's also got stealth, not just because he's a cat, but also because he's an assassin. And this time I bought all the other stuff before I bought the skills. I just wrote them down, and then I bought all the equipment and the upgrades, calculated everything. In the end I had 37 skill points to spend on skills. So I did. And it looks like this. And then of course I have to take the +3 stealth from the cloak and add it to the stealth skill, so it's 11. And that's it. That's a cat assassin character, Catspur of the cat folk. And now of course he works for the Liza Minnelli Queen, together with this blue guy on his elephant, and of course the hunter lady on the horse from the last video. So, if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, or just do whatever you want. And please comment in the comment section. Bye.